Germans are voting in regional elections, which is billed as a test of support for Chancellor Angela Merkel and her controversial policy towards refugees. Germany opened its border to more than 1 million refugees last year, and voters who are angry at the level of migration into the country are likely to punish Merkel and her Christian Democrat Party. Well, there are 12 million eligible voters who will go to the polls in 3 German states. Up for grabs are the southwestern state of Baden-Württemberg, Saxony-Anhalt in eastern Germany, and the western state of Rhineland-Palatinate. The 3 main parties in contention are Merkel's own Christian Democrats, the opposition Social Democrats, that's the SPD, and the Green Party. But the newcomer is the Alternative for Germany party, the AfD, which is expected to gain a lot of votes because of its anti-migration policy. Well, let's get more from Ira Spitzer. He joins us live now from Magdeburg. That's the capital city of Saxony-Anhalt state. So, Ira, what exactly are people voting for in Germany today?
Well, polls have been open for a little over 2 hours here in Germany, as close to 12 million voters are expected to turn out across 3 German states. And what they are voting on is the composition of the parliaments in those states. So currently, the makeup of those parliaments is controlled by the CDU in 2 of those states, as well as the Green Party in a 3rd state. But that could all change today with this new election. And as you mentioned, the rise of the Alternative for Deutschland party, the AfD party, has been the big story heading into this election, with that party, which started as a Eurosceptic party and has really turned now over the last year into the anti-refugee party, polling higher than they ever have before here in Saxony-Anhalt at about 20%. So they could indeed take the second most votes here in Saxony-Anhalt, which could change the composition of the government here significantly. And it's a real litmus test as to how Germans are feeling after the refugee crisis going into federal elections next year.
Is this almost a one-issue election? Is this all about the refugee crisis, or are there other things up for discussion and debate?
Well, more than any election in recent memory, this has become a one-issue election, and that is because, of course, Chancellor Angela Merkel and her CDU party, but especially the Chancellor herself, that has been the entire focus for just about the last year when she opened the country's borders to refugees, Germany taking in over 1 million refugees last year. And there are significant concerns here among Germans about the country's ability to manage those refugees, as well as the relationship between Germany and the European Union. Of course, those talks have become more heated and intense in the last months.
Okay, Ira, thank you very much for the update. Ira Spitzer there.